Hello everyone, this is Kevin, your entrepreneur, and sorry about the stuffy voice. I have a stuffy nose all of a sudden, and as well as a little bit of a bad shoulder, so I might not be as mobile as I usually am. But anyway, one of the stories today is that the Congressional Black Caucus, a powerful unit in Congress, is looking at the Uber situation about Travis Kalanick getting fired and other executives leading the board, and realizing this is a good time to push Uber to hire more diverse people on the board. They say this is an ideal opportunity to fix the race issue, if it will, or the inequality, the lack of diversity. That's it. Yeah, the lack of diversity. This is their chance to fix their lack of diversity in a industry, Silicon Valley, which is typically white and male. And now that Uber's trying to reshape its image and show that they are doing this, what better way to show that they are improving than to hire some African Americans, some Latinos, and some Asians, and, you know, possibly some LGBT people, which I believe they've already done, and on the board. Now, of course, there's a couple things I want to talk about first. First of all, they actually have hired people of different ethnicities on high positions at Uber recently, and they've been doing a very good job at hiring women at Uber. Now, that's partly, I think, because the way they've treated women has gotten a lot of scrutiny in the press, so this is kind of a way to show that it's really not that bad. But hey, you know what? Women are getting hired, so I'm all for that. I am also for people who are, diversity. I am not against it anyway. But here's what I am against. I don't want diversity to be the forefront issue when hiring a CEO or any other important position at Uber. Because when you get down to it, any business, it doesn't really matter what the color of your skin is, or your sexual orientation, or even what your religion is. The only thing that matters is, can you run a business, and can you run it well? And if you can run a business well, can you do it while treating the employees, the drivers, people like human beings? My number one concern is not whether or not the new CEO of Uber is going to be female or black. My biggest concern is whether or not the new CEO is going to raise the rates. My big concern is not whether or not we have a Latino on the board. My concern is whether or not, the star grade system, which is very flawed and completely broken in my opinion, gets resolved or reworked or retooled, whatever your phrase is. I am not, and you know what, hey, if you can find someone who can do things like these and then some, and they happen to not be white, great. Absolutely great. Totally for that. But here's what I don't want to happen. And this is the only reason why I report on this story with a little bit of trepidation, in the sense that I don't want to come off looking like a jerk. But here's the thing. If you have a white guy and a black guy, and this guy is about raising the rates a couple dollars a mile, changing the star grade system, and treating the drivers just as important as the passengers, and maybe even implementing some changes that screen the passengers better for driver safety. And then you have the black guy who might be very good in business, but you know what? He kind of agrees with Kalanick. Drivers are going to be replaced in a few years, so why bother treating them good? And let's drop the rates, and that tip option, maybe that needs to go. I'm sorry, I'm going to pick the white guy. I don't care about diversity at that point, because this is affecting people's livelihoods. I need a CEO at Uber who's going to understand and sympathize with what the drivers are doing just a little bit. And I don't care if they're white, black, yellow, or orange, or blue. I want them to be a good businessman, and I want them to make good business decisions while also protecting the people, at least somewhat, who helped build this company, which is the drivers. So I know this is going to be a controversial topic, and that's why I have to always, I guess I have to, emphasize I'm all for Uber having a black or Latino CEO or even an Asian CEO. But you know what? Hey, if there's a white guy who, wants a position and he's going to give us the things that we need to really make a go out of this, I'm voting for that guy. Not that I have a vote, but, that's my personal opinion. But of course, I sound it off to you, as always. What do you folks think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think the diversity issue is more important than the pay issue? I'd love to know. Comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy the videos, I may consider becoming a Patreon or buying some swag from the Great Media Universe store. If you want to try driving for Uber or Lyft yourself, use the referral code below. You'll help out me, and also you'll get a little bit of a bonus yourself. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.